Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I will be talking a bit about Calling Toulouse, how we went for me, the matchups, and the feeling I got with the deck. So first of all, we could go through the list, so that was the Calling Toulouse one. About the things that were a bit maybe special and made the list more unique. I played both Graven Gloves and Graven Walkers, but not always at the same time. Depended really on the matchups. Um, they both went in when I knew I could not get tempo, so black tech was not the answer, and the game would go too fast, so flick knife was not the answer either. So I played both for this reason in games like Dash AO or KO or even yeah, mainly these two right now I'm thinking of. But yeah, they went pretty useful for that. On the AB side, heads, arms, and off ends, because I wanted to keep either blackjack or walkers at all times, and I wanted to keep tunic because I am playing Oasis Respite. On the deck side, I think the thing that were a little let's see special with the yellow cut chase, not an addition you could see in, for example, Pablo Pinto's list. Let's see, I have it right here. Can I show it though? Up. Right here. So Pablo Pinto's list was not playing a yellow cut chase, he played a lot of threads, which I did not. So yellow cut chase was actually very efficient in quite a lot of situations. Allows 5 to go to 7 or 2 to go to 4. And sometimes, and pretty often actually, a lot of people block 5 on the 4. So going up to 6 allows you to hit, and with the additional opt one, you could focus more on hitting the key pieces. Then I play Death Touch at the one-off, pretty much always. It's like a small signature card that I really love. It's always good, no matter what, if you manage to either play it from Arsenal or Codex on it. It's obviously still a block 2, so you don't side it in every matchup. Like against which one would I not side this one? Like Syndra, maybe. Even then, I would maybe side it because the frailty. Let's see, which matchup do I not use? They are not very up to date because I made some changes. So, like a Death Touch, I don't bring it against Mikado at all. So, because I know I will never get enough tempo to actually play it. And I want to focus more on disruptive cards like Leave No Witness or Surgical Extraction, for example. Then I am playing the Inertial Traps as a 3 off, not at the same time though, so just like this. And 3 under the trapdoor to recur some of the traps again. They were very good in the current use. Helped me in pretty much all of my games, even though I lost the game because of one, because the inertia didn't help me, but that's another story. Then on the side, I play a lot less 0 for 4 than Pinto does, because he plays Freeze to the Frail and Sack to Shifty, which I do not. I'm still trying to figure out if his choice was the right one or is mine better. I'm playing Blue Planet the Poor, where his list was like Ripple Away and Conceal Blade and the Blue Threads. I like the blue under the board. It's a good pitch card, useful in second cycle with any cut to chase, and people don't want to block a 2-cost attack, a 2 battle card. So. Then on the spicy things, maybe the one of gravekeeping. So it was not useful at all during the calling because I did not face any gravy bones. But on the Friday side event, I faced one and I managed to play it, and then Codex of Rarity, another, the same one another time, banishing 2 allies, and that clearly helped me win the game. So that was a good addition. But right now, with the lack of gravy bones everywhere, I might just cut it and side in a kunai, because that's what I did actually right now in my current version. The only change I made is I sided out gravekeeping and put it kunai to try and help me during difficult fatigue matchups. Then I have nothing special, one off overcrowded. The 3 prognosis without Justinic, it's still a very good card, very good blue. And if you are not so early in the game, I mean, if you're not so late in the game, sending a prognosis without any equipment block on the defending side is actually very threatening. And it happened twice that they blocked 6 against it to play around Justinic, even though I do not even play it because they did not see one. Then I played 3 Feedless Green. I found them very, very good during the weekend. It's pretty much always full value, allowing to block annoying breakpoints. It's like a really good else gain. He was also playing Feedless Green. You don't side it against every matchup, like for example against Verdance, I do not side it in because she most likely will send arcane damage, and that's just a red one. Then I have Oasis, pretty much useful for Verdance and for Dominate matchups. The Sigil are pretty much always useful. Sigil or Singbid obviously. One of Remembrance, the card is just very good when you need it. And 2 Amulet of Echoes to play for Auxilio and Verdance, mainly. And that's it. So pretty, I mean, classic list, I would say. Nothing fancy. The free blue loss, I do not play the yellows or blues. I swapped the blues for the prognosis because I removed them at first, but I needed more zero cost attacks. And yeah, I'm playing Scalpel, Craven, Pillar, and Spider's Bite, so helping me during different matchups. Now to go to my Toulouse Calling run. My first 2 games were losses, which didn't help me at all. The first game was against Valda. I have the live sheet right here. So what happened, frankly, is that on all of my banishes, I did not get any red big attack. And she managed to resolve multiple pummels throughout the game, which helped her gain a lot more value. She ended on 1 with the Blood Rots and killed me on that turn because of a huge dominate attack. So it was a close game, but I think I got few useful banishes, and my Gravencore was online a bit too late because my first Hunter-Hunted hit a one-off in the deck. So I got silvers very late in the game. Then the second game was against Dash.io that I also lost, which was frankly quite, let's say, surprising. But I mean, we both were like, the deck went completely crazy with like 4 boom grenades at the same times on max V turn, like like you block with everything and you still take 20 damage, that sort of stuff. So, I mean, I could not really do anything during this game. He had like 5 or 10 cards remaining in his deck when he killed me, and I've only seen like 20, 24 cards of my own deck. So he just did everything right and won the game there, and nothing to do on my part that could have changed anything, I think. But to summarize on that, the Enchanted web are quite useful actually, even though it's a 2-card block 4, because I can snipe multiple cards of his deck, and as a dash play, multiple zipper hits like ×9 or 0 to 60 and stuff in 6 copies too. So you can really disturb and disrupt your opponent's deck with the reaction, even though it blocks a little less. Then I went on to play against the Fi. That was a very close game. We both went to fatigue. I should have played my One of Remembrance, did not expect him to fatigue me, and we both had empty decks at the end, but I managed to win because he was very low on HP, and I sent Spider's Bite CNC, taking 3 cards off his hand and winning the game. I mean, yeah, you gotta be careful against Fi because he's sending a lot of small attacks that really take off your cards, and is not spending too much because of the weapon and the Phoenix Flame. Then fourth match was against Fang. So he did not really knew the matchup really well, which helped me obviously. And he used his I mean, not all, but 2 out of 3 unt hands very early in the game. So that really put off some pressure for me because it's a very threatening tool. And I really used them too early. So in the end, I managed to empty his deck entirely, and he did not have any threats remaining in his deck because I've put his specialization, like what's the name, Fire and Brimstone, on the bottom of his deck like twice, so he never saw it until his deck was like empty, which did not help him. Then I went on round 5 against Auxilio. It was a bit, let's say, he played a little bit special, and he had brick hands for 3 or 4 turns, so I got a lot of tempo. He never managed to go off, banishing a few, one gun, 2 blast, and a few combo pieces, so he never went off and just lost the game with an empty deck. And me, I still had like 28 life at the end of the game, so not a very close game. Then I played against Nosadashayo. He emptied his deck without any real big turns. He went to fatigue for him, and he had like 32 life remaining when he lost the game because he did not have any card in his deck remaining, and I had like 15 life left. I think I banished a few good cards and didn't take too much damage from the Boom Grenade, which helped me a lot. And the last game of the first day was against Rhina, but the game was like not in Rhina's luck. He started the game with like a Sun Sketch plan and discarded the Blood Rush below, ending his turn. Then I managed to play Contract it and banish another Blood Rush below. So he started the game off with only 1 Blood Rush in his deck and lost tempo. So in the end, I took a lot of damage, but I managed to stay afloat and kill him through damage in the end, because you can't really play fatigue against Rhino. So I just went huge on the damage, played the black deck against Rhino and tried to do a lot of damage, and it worked. So ended the first day on 5-2, losing the first two and then winning 5. So it was very close to not making it to day 2. Fortunately, it worked, but I was on the bottom of the day 2. Like I was placed 82 out of 84 players passing day 2. So still a lot of climbing to do. Day 2 started against. Let's see, I have it somewhere. Day 2 started against a Marinette player. So round 8, yes, was against Garcia Fernando. He was playing Marinette, but he made some weird plays to me. Like, I send a Spider-Bite CNC, and to protect his arsenal, he blocks with 2 Save Bloodsheds, which I felt very strange at the time. And, I mean, what happened is that he ran out of threats in his deck and did not have enough damage to kill me. I ended the game on 17 life, and he was deck out, basically. Then on the 9th round, it was again another Dash IO, which I also managed to win, but this one was a bit more lucky on my side because my Hunter-Hunted hit a max V. So I managed to ban 2 max V out of his deck with my defense reaction, and he just did not have enough damage to kill me after that, and I ended the game on 26 life. My round 10 was maybe my more interesting, but also my most frustrating. It was against Virgins. She played, I mean, it was a guy playing, but I'm addressing the hero. So he played very good because he only sent Arcane through most of the game until I mean, to try and refrain me from playing my defense reaction and having value of my cards. I managed to ban 1 Rampant Growth out of a random banish, and where I lost the game to me with that I tracked one of the 2 Rampant Growths on his deck. I tracked it to try and banish it of a coercive tendency, and the thing is I miscounted, I think, 1 or 2 cards. So when I finally arrived to the turn where I attacked and used my coercive tendency, it was not on the top of the deck, it was in his hand. So I miscounted 1 or 2 Arachne effects and an inertia trap that made him draw 1 more card than he should have, because he had 1 card remaining in his hand. So overall, I think I could have won this game, but I made a few counting mistakes. It's a very, very difficult matchup because he played very good. So yeah, a lot of regret for me on this game because I believe it was my mistake. But I did not abandon everything, and I tried to go for a good place. Then my next match was against a very good Dorinthia player, Lucas. He's a French player. He basically fat decked against me, and we both went to fatigue, but Craven Core was very, very good during this game, and I managed to take up most of his life points until he had to block and played around Blunton. He resolved only 1, and I managed to bench 2 that I tracked with my Hunter-Hunted. Like when the deck is like 10 cards, it's more easy to track. So yeah, I managed to fatigue him and kill him through life and deck at the same time. And my last game of the calling was against G2Alex, which I believe is who I believe is a very good player that plays good in numerous tournaments. It was very cool dude. He played Dash AO on this tournament, and I think he ran out of threats because Dash AO has this tendency to this habit to go to fatigue yourself very quickly. He played 71 cards, but ended the game on empty deck. Well, while I still have like 30 or more cards remaining in my own deck, and 10 life for me, and he had 23. So basically, what I did was block, try to send a CNC, try to lance surgical, leave no weakness, and just block. And it works pretty good because of the new Graven equipment that allows you to gain a lot of life. Yeah, and excessive blood loss is also very good card because you're dealing 5, which is very annoying to block, and also banning 2 cards, and also gaining 2 silvers or 1 silver lot of time, which nets you directly 1 or 2 life. Okay. So that's it for all the games of the Calling. Overall, I believe it was a good timing to play the deck. It's on the meta overall. It's a good deck to pick up right now. And with Kaio just leaving the CC format yesterday, we just lose a disadvantage matchup, a bad matchup, without any constraint, and just straight up lose 1 bad matchup. So now the issue is that maybe people will realize that Huntsman is very good, and maybe the prime fatigue deck, banishing key pieces of your opponents. And we'll maybe go towards more illusionists and necromancer, and we have a lot more trouble dealing with ally and bold state heroes. Alright, so if you have any question, anything to ask about the day, the run, the game, the matches, feel free to leave comments or find me on Discord and ask me directly. I do not bite. But I got a Spider's Bite Gold 4 this weekend, so it was very cool. Alright. See you. Bye bye.